This is a message that God wants me to deliver to the passport bros. All of you men will go down just like Adam did, following behind Eve versus God. Okay? All of you. He said he has you guys lined up, passports in hand, thought of doing it in head. Okay? Because you guys are not strong enough to do God's will, okay? And to guide others to do God's will, okay? The only thing you're thinking about is what the woman wants, what the woman says versus what God needs you to do, okay? So instead of you looking at the black woman in America as if she's lesser than, just know that God has us ready for leadership. The same leadership that you were supposed to do. But you chose to catch the Eve syndrome and listen to Eve versus God. Okay? Those are the weak ones. The very weak ones. All right? And you are not attractive to the strong black female because God is doing something magnificent to keep us in charge with him, okay, versus man, all right? Because you wasn't able to be that leader, all right? You wasn't strong enough to be that king. You stayed out here whoring and slutting around, going to different countries looking for your Eve versus seeking the Lord. So therefore, God has took away your crown. All right?
And now, for the moment all you motherfuckers been waiting for. All my flip mode niggas rise and await for the most powerful event to occur. The coming!
Can a brother get the mic for one motherfucking second and ask this one question? Can you let us live? Can you let us live, bitch? I want to take a motherfucking shit on your whole Hitler-esque diatribe right this fucking minute. When has the black man been in charge of the ethnic community built for and run exclusively by you black women? Are you really going to sit there on your fat ass and tell us off about a lack of leadership when you can look out the fucking window and see your queendom burning like fucking Mordor? The ghetto, that shit belongs exclusively to you hoes and the products of your insane, reckless use of your vaginas to populate this motherfucking terror dome, which is actually a petri dish with a Tupperware lid on top of it. Kings, this woman is a pastor. She talks about Eve and the willingness of black men to follow that narrative, trying to sound clever, but coming off as an uneducated buffoon who doesn't know that life started in fucking Africa. Yeah, I get it. You were trying to use Eve as a metaphor for white women, but when it's all said and done, everything comes down to you, hoes being upset that your victims aren't pushing the status quo, namely remaining a very small cog in a very big machine that's obviously on its last legs. Can't make more ineffectual, overly feminized Negroes without the secret sauce, huh? Even worse, that secret sauce is inside of Maria, Chun-Li, and perennial favorite as you see it, Becky. So, it's come down to that patented Kevin Samuels sign language and biblical curses, huh? Man, you better get out of here with that shit. Kings, what we have here is a busted broad who thinks she is some kind of motherfucking reverse Moses. This hag is going to take black men out of the promised land and bring all them back to the plantation. And why is it a plantation? Because that is what all of you black women have wanted since the beginning. Perhaps the faux biblical endgame is this delusional blonde-weaved heifer being carried on a sedan chair, eating a Popeye's chicken sandwich while the Negroes underneath are being excoriated and whipped by Brad and Chad. Last stop on that ride is the Ghetto Gaggers movie set, Queens. Personally, I'm going to have to take the curse. Somebody needs to end this one way or the other. Black women aren't going to change because they don't feel the need to. Our reality in this exact moment is what they've wanted all this time. Throw the baby out with the bathwater and the rest of the fucking ethnic community, right? As long as you get your bag. Dick and attention and emasculated femboys waiting to pick up that push broom and sweep up the fragments of your bad decisions like a good little slave. You talk about a lack of leadership from our side of the gender line, but fail to realize what would happen if we snatched the reins of said leadership out of your gnarled, dusty claws. That's why you destroy your sons the minute they pop up out of your wombs, if they are allowed to live. You don't want kings. You want whipping boys primed and ready to suffer your eternal abuse, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. I listened to this clip a few times. You're a pastor, but fancy yourself and the other misandrist associates of your mentally fractured sorority gods. Last I checked, the Most High put Lucifer out of the heavens for that shit, and all of you have been down here abusing us ever since. For once, can you let us live? Of course not. You want men who can handle you, right? Sounds an awful lot like war from where I'm sitting. Kings, keep your head on a swivel, protect your bag, and above all else, protect your seed. Don't make fallen women the stewards of your family, your children, and your future, because that is your legacy. SYSBM means Save Yourself, Black Men. Peace.